Hi, welcome everyone. I haven't posted on conscious well-being a full class in a bit, so I want to get back to that. So we'll enjoy a full class today. And as always, I want you to know that you can always, after a certain sequence, doing right and left side, you can always have the opportunity to maybe pause and do it again. So if you have a stronger practice or if you need a little bit more heat or more engagement, depending on what type of sequence it is, feel free to just pause it and do it again, right? So always individualizing these sequences and of course modifying, taking it down a few notches if you need to. And I like to show a lot of different modifications, so you'll feel just right at home. Let's come into our seat for a few moments, just to center, draw yourself in fully to your body, to your practice, to your mat, remembering always that practice really isn't about going anywhere or landing somewhere different outside of yourself. It's not about finding more improvement or just asking a little bit more of yourself. Maybe in that sense, you would be asking more of just really being with yourself more solidly. So think about practice as a way to really kind of joining yourself on a deeper level and just being more comfortable with whatever is showing up with you today. And that includes everything that might be in your mind going wrong, right? All the struggles or worries or anxieties that you may have. It's all there for growth. It's all there for our learning. It's an opportunity to take a different perspective of all of it, of whatever's going on with your life. And again, really inserting yourself into the midst of all of that and just finding more comfort, letting yourself be more and more present, more and more accepting, not meaning that you don't have the opportunity to change what's going on, but we have to feel it first. We have to be with it first before it can transform, before it can change. So giving ourselves this opportunity for more peace and contentment with what is in our life right at this very moment, instead of wishing it away or wishing it could be different. So really be there for yourself. Let's take another deep breath in. Fill your chest. Breathe down into your lowest ribs. And exhale, open the mouth, clean it out. We start from where we are. And let's be comfortable with that place, whatever it is for you today. All right, everyone, let's come into a hands and knees position to start. And I'll try to show different angles. So let's have a nice neutral spine. Toes are tucked. Feel the strength of your arms as your shoulders come forward. And exhale, just push the seat straight back to your heels. Pressurize your toes a bit. Good. Squeeze the mat with your toes. And then come forward. We're going to inhale. Initiate the inhale with lengthening the spine. And the exhale, we're just going to lean forward. Just lean forward into your two palms. Shoulders come forward. And then push back. All right, keep leaning forward on your inhale. Exhale, we push back. Keeping the belly active. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, lean your weight forward. Use your arms, use the strength of your arms, and exhale, push back. This time we're just going to change it up a bit and tap your right knee to your right arm, leaning forward. Elbows can bend a little bit, or they can also stay straight, and go back. Let's change sides. We'll do the left knee to the left arm as you come forward. Lean your body weight. Don't be afraid to feel that. If you need to back off, then back off. but feel where you are first and then go back. Feel what's right for you. And left side. Lean and go back. And right side. Lean, go back. Last time, left side like this. And go back, push back. Good. Wiggle, jiggle the hips a little side to side. Get some side body stretch in, especially the side waist. Take another inhale and exhale. Follow your breath all the way out. Deepen into your breath. Always prioritize the breath. And we come forward. Okay, right leg back, left arm forward. We're going to take 5 breaths, lifting opposite limbs away from each other. So lift, kick up that right heel, and stay. We find the stabilization through the core. Exhale. Every time you exhale, I want you to really sense the front wall of the abdomen, really supporting this pose. And about 2 more breaths. Stay steady. Back of neck is long. Last breath, we lower the left palm down. And now inhale, exhale, we take the right leg, swing it over to the left side. You can bend the knee and just push the hips back. Come forward, swing your right leg out to the side, land the foot like gate pose. Exhale, push the hips back. So make a little drill with this, going side to side and pushing the hips back on your exhale breath. So we move and transition through the inhale. All right, you can accelerate this a bit if you want, or you can keep it kind of slow and relaxed, or stay in one position and the other if that feels good for you. Really slide yourself into that exhale breath. I'm going to do one more. Good. And then we lean forward. Now, I'm going to take the knees in, so back to a hands and knees position. And then we're going to do cat-cows, but it's going to come onto the forearms for the inhale. So for the cow position, for the back bend or the arch of the spine, you simply drop down onto your forearms. Inhale. Exhale, push and lift, hugging the navel against the spine. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Keep the collarbones broad and the belly active. Exhale, push, and really open up your upper back. 1 more like that. Exhale, push, hug in. This time we go down on the forearms. At the same time, we kick the right leg up and back. Exhale, push and hug the right knee in. And then inhale, down dog split. And step the feet together, down dog. And pedal out the feet, whatever feels comfortable. Take a moment just to create a home here. A beautiful kind of sense of balance. And then come forward and drop those knees back down. Sit the hips back and find your child's pose. We'll go to the other side now. So come forward, nice neutral spine, extend the left leg back, right arm forward. And exhale, use the exhale to find that front wall of your abdomen. Kick it into the back wall and stay really firm and stable. And find your smooth breath. Even out that breath. Let's take 1 more nice inhale. And exhale here. And we're going to drop the right palm down. We're going to swing that left leg over to the right. You can bend the knee, kind of tuck it down, and just kind of cross those thighs as you go back into the hips. Come forward, we undo that. We swing the left leg out to the side like gate pose. Again, this position. Foot is flat, toes face forward, and press back. Cross behind you, exhale, press back. Get into those hips. Whatever feels comfortable, accelerate if you like, building up that heat, which is so great for your muscles to bend and to move. Do one more. And then step the knees together again. And inhale, we just drop down onto the forearms, keeping the collarbones widening. Exhale, push and lift and open the upper back as you drop your chin, drop your tailbone. 2 more times. Exhale. Last time like this. Exhale. Now the left leg goes up and back as we lower onto forearms. Exhale, we push and lift. Tuck that left knee in. Squeeze into your right toes, and then inhale, up and back, down dog split. And exhale, down dog. See if you can come into that feeling of home base right away. Stretch your arms longer, stretch the backs of your legs. Optimize the length of your spine by using your hands and your legs more. And just breathe into that length. Inhale, come through plank. Stay steady. Drop the knees down, sit your hips back to the heels. Find your child's pose. Inhale, lift off, open up your upper back, hug your belly, and then look forward, bend your elbows. Drop your chest towards the floor, slide it forward. Go back through your toes, go forward through your chest cobra. Tuck your toes, exhale, we find our child's pose. We'll do a little drill, forward and back. Inhale. This is all the inhale breath. Exhale, we pick the hips up and we go back. One more like that, just feeding into that energy along your spine. Exhale, and we go back. Take a breath in and out. You press all the air out of your low back. And then come forward. Lift the knees. Find your plank pose. Stay steady. So really pay attention to your right leg, right toes, and left arm, left shoulder, left palm. Start to lift the left toes off the floor. Lean into your right palm and maybe extend your right arm alongside of you. So same thing that we did on hands and knees. You're welcome to go back to that position. Try to stay with it. It's okay if you wobble. And then lower the hand down. Press the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take your exhale. Inhale, come forward. And exhale. Find that wonky plank on the opposite side now. So press more, really firm your left leg and your right arm and shoulder. And start to tiptoe the feet and the arm and the fingers away from one another. You can find like one side will be a lot weaker. This is good information to have, right? One more breath, stay with it if you can, and hands down, Knees down, let's go back. Child's pose, relax your shoulders, your arms, drop your head. Just really breathe in and sense the body can release out of that tension, out of that strengthening. Can it just let go now? Stay for another breath. Kind of breathe into the back of your waist. You want to flare it out to both sides as you breathe in. Nice wide breath back there. All right, and let's take a down dog again. Slipping the hips up and back. Create a little bit more height into the hips. A little bit more length down the backs of the legs. Good, lengthen your arms. Sliding your palms away from your toes. Energetically, that is. Good, one more nice deep breath in. Slow down your exhale breath. Okay, we're going to turn the left heel in and the left toes out slightly in this down dog. And then you're just going to reach back and see if you can grab a hold of the back of your left ankle or heel with your left hand. See if your right leg can go up. Feel the strength of that left leg. Feel the strength of that right arm. Breathe into that right shoulder. Inflate your right lung. You're going to look forward. Replace your left hand. You're going to step your right foot forward. Press down into your right foot. You can work with blocks for this. So we're going to hug the left knee in, create a nice tight tuck to kick the leg out. We're just suspending here. Look forward, smile. Bring your weight a little bit more forward into the ball of your right foot. And we're going to just reverse that. Tuck the knee in. And step back on the ball of your left foot. Going to go into a simple twist. Inhaling. Stay for your exhale. Open your chest a little bit. So we'll go back and forth to those two poses. Using both hands down. Bring your body weight forward. Place it into your right foot and then kick out your left foot, left leg. Suspend it here. Maybe you don't need your hands. Pistol squat. Maybe you need your hands to go back, but really hug that leg in. Go back, find your twist. Let's try that one more time. Use your hands, send your body weight forward. Hug that left knee in, hollow your belly, kick it out, suspend. Press down into your right foot, hug the left knee in, go back. Find your twist. Inhale and exhale. Opening it up a little. We'll go back to a down dog split with that right leg, slipping it up and back. And step the foot forward, and we come into our high lunge. And sitting the hips down, back knee can bend. So let's bend the back knee on purpose. We'll do a little bit of these pelvic squeegees, kind of, again, rounding out the low back. So initiate that on the exhale breath. So exhale, squeeze out your low back. Hug your belly in. Inhale, open your chest. You can bring your hands on your thigh as well. Exhale, squeeze in, hollow your belly. Inhale, lift and open your chest. One more like that. Squeeze out. And inhale, let the breath come in. Reach the arms, take a big breath. Exhale and take a bow. Plant your palms. We're going to step back, find a plank. Remember, it can be a knee down plank. Knees will be back behind the hips. And you can either lift the feet or keep the toes down and begin to lower yourself down little by little. Extend the legs back. Roll the chest forward and up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, option to take up dog, lifting the thighs off the floor, pressing into the palms and tops of feet. Push your chest up. Activate your arms. Exhale, hips up and back. We find our down dog, and we find our home base. So right away, can you just breathe into that balance? Make your legs and arms longer to support your spine. One more breath, just listening to the sound of your breath. And then we're going to angle the right heel in, lifting the left leg, leaning into the strength of your left arm. Now maybe you can reach back. If you can't, just do a down dog split, just like this. Yeah, really use the strength and the power of that left arm and that right leg to lift the left leg higher. And then we step forward, left foot steps down, we bring the weight into the left foot. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Use the hands, use your blocks to kick the right leg forward, suspended there. Reverse it. So we push down into that left foot, we hug the right knee in, we go back to the ball of the right foot, and we take our twist. Inhaling, stay here, exhale. Hands down, hug knee in, kick out. Suspend, go back, reverse it back. Twist. One more like that. Kick out. Press down, hug in, step back. And we find our twist. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's bring the hands down now. We're going to swing the left leg up and back. And we step the foot forward. High lunge. So bending that right knee a bit. Hands can be on top of your left thigh. And exhale, we squeeze the pelvis forward, hollowing the belly. Inhale, open the chest. 2 more times like that. Just squeegee that tailbone underneath you, hugging the navel back. Inhale, lift and open. 1 more like that. Rise the arms, take an inhale here. And exhale, sweep the arms back as you bow. Palms down, let's take the left leg back, find our plank pose. You can do those wonky planks if you like. I know you're loving them. Same. Inhale, exhale. Stay nice and long and strong in your body as you lower. Inhale, up dog, or stay with your cobra. Exhale, take your down dog, find your home base. Just breathe. Really feel the quality of your breath in down dog. Feel that you can even out the feeling of your body, its length, its width, its weight. Can you breathe down to your toes and down to your fingertips? All right, so this actually is one of the places, as I said in the beginning, you can pause. And if you need a little bit more heat or exertion in your practice, just do that same sequence again twice. And then we'll meet here. So you found your down dog. And let's take the left heel in again. Press more down into your right hand. Really feel the sensation, the strength of your right arm and your left leg as your right leg goes up. And let's take a step forward. Right foot lands. We're going to kick out that left leg. This time we're going to stay. See if we can hold it. Lift yourself a little bit. You might need some blocks here. Test it out. And then lower your seat. We're gonna come into both pose, so you can do any version. I'm gonna demonstrate holding yogi toe hold here. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hug your navel in, and maybe you roll back. Come up. Extend your legs. Lift your chest. Take a breath in. Bend your right knee. Push down into your right foot. Lean your weight forward. Hold that left leg if you can. Good, we're gonna stay here. Keep leaning your weight forward. Take your head towards your left shin. We're gonna go back and find our twist. Inhale your twist. Open up. Find your standing split. Adding on here, everyone. Push down into your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Drop your head towards your right shin. Keep reaching up with your left leg as you push down with your right foot. And then step the left foot down. Right leg goes up and back. And step it forward. High lunge. Get comfortable. We're gonna just inhale, arms up. And exhale, left knee comes down. And we take our bow in our low lunge this time. Inhale, lift up. Open out. Hands can be anywhere. By the way, here behind your head to cradle your head if sometimes the neck gets overloaded, or hands could be on your low back if your low back gets overloaded. Keep lifting the upper body up and out of the legs and the hips. Come forward, press into the back leg, the back toes, lift the back knee, lean into your left hand, turn your right toes away from you, reach your right arm in an arc. Sag the hips down, and lift up. And see if you can press the hips back by lengthening the right leg, bending the left leg. Little tricky, gets big stretch in the outer right hip. And then lower the right hand down. We'll go back to plank. Wonky plank for my crazy friends. Stay here for a nice deep breath in. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, up dog, or stay low in your cobra. Any variations, they're all good. Exhale, pick up, move from your belly, go back to down dog. Big breath in and out. As you exhale, really land the feeling of weight into your hands and your feet evenly. And we're going to turn the right heel in, reach back. Take a hold if you can. Lift that left leg up. Really straighten and press through your left palm. And then step the left foot forward. Kick the right leg through. We find that pistol squat again. We stay here, we hang out. Hold the leg. Lean your body weight forward into the ball of your left foot as you kick out into the hold of your hands, your right foot. Then lower the seat down. Right leg goes up, left leg goes up. Take any variation of both pose that you're comfortable with. Stay, option to roll back and lift back up. Whew, I almost didn't make it on that one. You really got to kick out. Okay, 3 times was the charm. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, we're gonna lower down the left foot. Take a hold of your right leg or your right foot. See if you can bring your body weight enough forward that you can lift up and suspend your leg. Good, keep pressing into the ball of your left foot. Bring more of your weight there and maybe fold into that right shin. Nice, everybody. We're gonna pick this up. We're gonna find that twist to the left this time. Right hand down, left arm goes up. Inhaling here, lean back. Find your standing split as you exhale. Lean your chest down your left shin. Push your left foot down, let your right leg go up. Down dog split, left leg lifts up and back. And step the foot forward. We come into that high lunge again. Inhale, just the arms. Open the chest. Exhale, lower the knee to low lunge, Anjaneyasana. And then we go back, or I'm sorry, we take a little bow over that left leg. Inhale up. And exhale, lean into your left leg. Good, so again, any variation that helps you open and lift your chest. Make your legs strong so they support the back bend comfortably. And you can really breathe down into that left hip or right hip flexor. And we'll bring the hands forward now. And then we're just gonna kick that right leg back. Oh, I'm sorry, no, we lean into the right hand and we turn out the left toes. I know I'm forgetting something, horizon lunge. Some people call this horizon, some people call this reverse skandasana. Good, take a breath here, really sag the hips so you get a nice stretch in your left side waist. Right side waist. Okay, arc your arms. Good, then lift up. And then see if you want to start to push the hips back, straightening a little bit more, going for straightening the left leg, but bending the right leg. Ooh, work into that stretch however feels good for you. And then we come back. Pour yourself down into your hands. And we step back and we find plank pose. Holding plank, breathing in. And breathing out, stay. Good, inhale, initiate with the press of the palms to lift the hips up and go back. Downward facing dog. You can make the sound of Brahmari, which is a beautiful breath, just kind of humming, very calming for the nervous system. Do this whenever your breath is kind of getting away from you, so you come solidly into really refining the nervous system. It's amazing how quickly that works. Okay, so we're gonna lift the right leg up and back. Open the hip. Keep the shoulders steady. And then exhale, twist the right knee to the left arm. Lean forward, just like we were doing on our hands and knees before. And then take it up and back. Open the hip. And then step the right foot near the left hand. Inhale, we're just gonna lower down the right shin so we turn onto the outer edge of that right foot. Lift the chest. You can use 2 blocks here too. Exhale, pick up the hips and fold over your right leg. Let's do that a couple more times. Just kind of inching towards our pigeon pose. And exhale, straighten and fold. One more like this. Straighten and fold. And then this time we're just gonna work into our full version of pigeon. Again, take this on the back if it's easier for you, if you have knee issues. So get yourself really solidly down into your hips, really feeling that good stretch in the right glute. Go back into your left toes as you lift up, drop the shoulders, smile. Inhale, lift the gaze, exhale, and we take a fold forward. Just kind of swoosh your chest to both sides, just kind of getting into different directions of that stretch. Fibers of your muscles go in a lot of opposing directions, so it's good to kind of move around in these deeper stretches. Take a few moments just to find some length here as you release into that right hip. We're going to slowly come out of this. So use your left toes. Make your left leg strong. Pick up your right leg. You can just really take it into opening up the hip again, or you can step into wild thing, dropping onto the ball of the right foot and really press your hips up. Use the muscles along your spine to lift and open your chest. Big breath here. And exhale, and you're gonna bend your left knee and maybe drop your right knee towards the floor, opening up the front of that right glute, or the front of the right hip flexor a little bit. And maybe you wanna try that again. From your wild thing, you just press back. Use the strength of that left hand, the left arm, go up and press back. Opening up the front of that right thigh, it feels really good. And then we're gonna take a step forward. We're gonna find lizard pose. Left knee goes down, right foot goes to the outside of your palms. So it's a nice wide lunge. Good, let's lift the back knee, go long, exhale and tap it down. Let's do that a couple more times, just opening up the front of that hip. And then we'll do little push-ups. So we widen the fingertips out to the side. And again, you can work with blocks here if it's easier. Lift the back knee up, go forward through your chest, and take your chest down and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. And then lower the back knee down. Gonna play with a little different kind of push-up that'll help get you into maybe a Kundalini variation. So lean your right knee into the back of your right arm, leaning your chest forward. Keep your back knee down. You can lift your left foot up if you like. And then point your right toes and then go down. Push up. Go down. Push up. Go down, maybe extending the right leg forward as you go down. Maybe you lift the back knee up. Maybe extend. Any way you do it, you can't do it wrong. And then press back. Child's pose, wiggle around a little bit. Should feel good. You can take a little vinyasa break in between. Maybe come forward. Find your little cobra. Exhale and go back. All right, we'll go up and back in our down dog. To do the left side, we'll start with those pigeon, just lowering down so we inch towards the full pigeon. Hips up and back. Take a nice exhale breath. You can do that Brahmari breath, just making that beautiful sigh or hum. And then we're going to lift the left leg up. Twist the left knee towards the right. Exhaling here, lean your body weight forward. Inhale up. Twist left, but this time we're going to step the left foot towards the right hand. And then slowly begin to lower down that chin as you push with your arms, lift your chest. Straighten and fold. Lower down. Breathe in here. Straighten and fold as you exhale. One more inhale. Straighten and fold as you exhale. And then we come down into our fuller pigeon. Use props, use blocks. Sometimes blocks are great in pigeon, just picking up your chest and letting your own body weight create that stretch for you in that left glute and hip. We're getting a lot in the front of your right hip flexor, so breathe into that. Breathe into the right side of your abdominals. And then maybe pour your chest over your front leg. Work your stretch in different directions that feel good for you, so you can kind of slip and slide your chest side to side a little bit. Stay where it just really feels it's just good for you, it's right for you. Relax your jaw. Taking a nice Brahmari exhale. That will help relax this as well. Really try to elongate the left side of your waist as much as possible. Breathe into your lower back ribs. And exhale, take a final releasing exhale. Walk your hands back. Engage your right leg enough. We're gonna lift the left leg. You can just go to open it up the hip, but you can also press more of your weight into your right arm and your right leg. And step onto the ball of your left foot. If you're in Wild Thing, let your chest kind of drape out of your hips, just pour it out. Good, lift through your spine. And then exhale, we start to bend the right leg. And bend your left leg, bring the left knee down, open up the front of that left hip flexor, left quad. And go back, lift the chest, push with the hips and the legs, and find the stretch. And again, this is all optional. This feels good for my body. It might not feel good for yours. And then we come forward. We step the left foot outside of your palms for lizard. And we just start with those little lifts, inhaling, pressing back through the right heel, and lowering the right knee down. Two more like that. Chest forward. As always, and exhale, soften the knee down. One more. And knee comes down. Good. Walk your left hand outside of your left foot. Bend your two elbows. Lean your chest forward. Press into your right toes. Lift your back knee up and go down with your chest. Push up. Go down. push up, go down, and push up. All right, lower the right knee down. You can bend the leg, tuck the right toes, and then just lean your left knee up the back of your left arm. And just lean forward. Push into your hands, lean your shoulders and your chest forward. And push up. Lean forward and push up. You can keep that, or you can choose to extend the leg as you come down. Lean forward, keep leaning forward. Maybe it'll lift up that back leg. Maybe it won't. I think my hands were too wide for that. But you're getting the necessary strengthening. That we look for, that we need in these arm balances. You're also learning to soften your upper back. So it's really important that you kind of melt your chest. Let's take an inhale. Out the mouth, exhale. All right, we're gonna lower down onto the seat now. And you can come onto your seat however you would like. And we're gonna rock and roll, just forward and back. Building that momentum to kick the legs up, and we're gonna hold in our Chaturanga, our shoulder stand balance. Take any other version that you would like. Walking the elbows close together. Letting the hips, the weight of the hips and the legs just kind of pour down into your palms, kind of cupping your hands around the flush of your upper glutes. Steady your breath. It's hard when you're talking. Then we're going to bend the knees. You can stay here. I'm going to drop onto the balls of my feet. You can do it one at a time or both together. And then listen, I'm keeping the hands cupped to keep the hips lifted as I walk the heels back a little bit. Then I'm going to angle out my toes and bring my two heels together. Now I'm going to switch my hands towards the front of the ankles. Push down into my arms to puff my chest up, slide to the top of my head, and let my knees come forward. This is tiptoe couch pose. So you're working into those toes, you'll feel it. And please, again, there can be a modification in bridge pose here. Hold opposite elbows behind you and just breathe into this back bend. It's nice to bring that Brahmari breath here so you build tolerance for the stimulation of back bends, because eventually they become very nourishing and nurturing for your spine, for your nervous system. So be patient with back bends. Always try to sit in back bends a little longer than you think. You'll feel an amazing difference. And then we can bring the hands alongside of the head to kind of slide back. You can go into a full Urdhva Dhanurasana if you like. Just push up. Open the armpits. Bring the chest forward through the gate of your arms. Building tolerance. Oh, that teaches us so much about life, right? If only our complicated life could be as complicated as a backbend. But it helps. Let's bring the knees in. And then I really like, so we're on our arms a lot today. And I'm all turned around, our wrists. So this is a really nice way to bring compression into the wrist. Just bring your arms alongside your body. Both knees are bent. And you're gonna roll. Just let your right hip roll to the top of your right hand and your right wrist. And let your left leg go to that side. Roll over onto your right arm, and then just sweep your left arm alongside you and reach your left arm past your head. So your body weight is on your wrist, and it's a nice feeling of compression, kind of re-establishing all of those little bones there, those little connections, ligaments, tendons. Compression feels really nice for the wrists most of the time. If it doesn't, please help yourself out of this pose. And then we're just gonna sweep the arm in reverse to roll back onto the back, keeping the arms very narrow, close to your sides. And then we'll do the same thing for the left side. So let the left hip roll to the top of your left wrist. And keep rolling towards that side. Face the left side, sweep your right arm all the way behind you. You're gonna reach into it. You can even increase the stretch by reaching your right leg as well. Just let that weight kind of land on that wrist. It also kind of compresses and squeezes into the extensor muscles that do a lot of work. So it just feels really good. And then come out of it. I'm gonna just reverse that. Bring your knees in, hold your shins and flutter your knees wide. And then let the toes point forward, kind of bringing your shoulders off the floor. Tuck your chin in toward your chest and just breathe here. Just keep you sending your legs forward. So there's a balance of weight in your body. Take a breath in, squeeze all the air out of your low back as you breathe out. Beautiful, everybody. And then rock back and forth. And we'll come up into our star pose. Beautiful back bend, where we allow the spine to just round forward, dropping the head towards the feet, softening your arms, your shoulders can be on top of your legs or underneath. And again, just widen, so use your breath to send the low back just out. So just kind of let it float out to the side like you're flaring it out. Let the spine just naturally traction forward here. You come back to that idea of resonance breath. Resonance breath is about, I would say, 6 breaths typically per minute. Of course, it's very individualized, but your breath just slows down to beautiful, easy pace. And it really is kind of putting the brakes on the nervous system, our autonomic nervous system, which is typically in the fight or flight mode. So this reverses us out of that, where you really consciously lengthen your breath. Again, don't do anything with your breath that's uncomfortable or that feels like it's strained. That will actually do the reverse. So let yourself just settle into whatever breath pattern is showing itself for you. To come out of it, we'll take a nice full deep inhale, look forward, and let your gaze lift you off your legs. Nice, everyone, let's close the knees. Adjust your hips on your mat so you lower yourself down. Hug your knees in, rock and roll. And then we'll take the right leg over the left leg, and we'll go into a locked leg twist, taking the knees over to the right side, twisting your left hip to the right, but letting your upper back be nice and spread out on the floor. Using the weight of that right leg to open a little bit more into the lateral section of your left hip towards your left knee, so all that IT band, all that dense tissue. You can squeeze a little bit more into your left arm and lift your left hip a little bit. Lift your left chest and then come out of it, and we'll just do the opposite side. Cross your left leg over your right. Let the knees draw down to the left side. And again, if this is too much pressure in your knees, you just want to do just a typical twist where maybe you would just go to the right side with your left knee on top. But we're using the weight of the leg. Sometimes that can bring a little bit more torque into your knees, so just be careful of that. Let's breathe into that. You can press more into your right arm to open up the right side of your pectoralis, and also maybe kind of engage a little bit more into the stretch in the front of your right hip. One more nice, big, wide breath. And then exhale, settle everything down. Find any props that you might need to support yourself in a beautiful feeling of rest and release in your shavasana. Both hands can come to the belly, just to feel that ease in your breath, the belly inflating, ribs and chest inflate. Every exhale, let the belly sink down. Let the ribs soften and close in towards the center, and let the chest release. Let the inhale spill in, and just really bring your mindfulness to that belly as you breathe out. The air